So while the others join, please log into your course dashboard, like the Python course, and have it open, right? So please, if you are on mobiles, then it would be better if you can go to a desktop, laptop, and then log into the portal, because that is where we'll be doing this session. It won't be on Replit. So on Tuesdays, it will be on the portal, and on Fridays, on Saturday, it will be on Replit. Friday will anyway be the open session.
Okay.
Sir, can you let me know what is discourse as?
Discourse is a forum. Like the Google Groups is a forum, Discourse is one such forum. It is surprising. So, did you all check your mail? So some of you have checked the mail. You have checked your spam folder. I gather, and you still have it.
Yes, I am not received anything.
Okay. All right. Okay. We'll see what can be done. Okay, then. So we'll get started.
Sir, can you tell what are we going to do today? What all things we will do?
Yeah. So we'll just be doing one kind of thing, but it's like hopefully something interesting. So just log into your portal and keep it open. You will notice that below week 2 you have something called practice tests, right? So I want you all to go inside that. You should see a screen like this. So the traditional view is this way. I have zoomed in. That's why
Yes, sir, it's visible.
visible, right? So you'll see practice tests, and then we start with we have 5 problems. So we'll be doing these 5 problems. The way the session will happen is uh, it you will all try to solve this individually, like 5 minutes you can take per problem, or the problem is difficult, you can take, say 10 minutes. But at the end of these 5 or 10 minutes, you silently work on this. And then at the end of 5 or 10 minutes, I will request one of you to share your screen. So you have screen sharing permissions for this session, and you will have to explain the code that you have written for the entire class that is here. All right. So, and if the problem admits multiple solutions, then maybe 2 or 3 of you can share your code, and you can demonstrate how it's happening, and or what you have coded. So I will, to the extent possible, and not discuss the solution, or if I'll discuss the instructor solution after you all have done it, right? So maybe that will happen after your solutions are discussed. Okay, so that's the way this session is going to happen. Okay, another tip is, if you zoom in sufficiently, right, on the portal, you will get this kind of a view where it turns into uh, this view, and you can navigate here. This will increase visibility. Okay, so it starts now. Please start with the first problem, and I think it's a fairly straightforward problem. So be prepared with your solutions, and I'll request one of you to share your screen after 5 minutes.
Sir, we are still on the week 1 content, right? For these questions.
Yeah. So yeah, just to clarify, these are all week 1 questions, right? So these are so this practice tests will be a unit that you will see below all weeks, and we'll keep adding questions to this. But for we are still in week 1's live sessions, right? So week 2 has started, but all this requires you to know only week 1 content, nothing more than that.
So can you just say again the procedure? I just joined later. What to do?
Yeah, so just log into the portal and Python portal, and you will see a new unit below week 2 above supplementary content, which has like 5 problems. So you'll have to start working on problem 1.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir.
Yeah,
Sir, I'm not able to find this question where these are.
on the portal.
On Python course portal,
Yeah,
where in supplementary contents.
no, above that.
In week 2.
No, below week 2.
It's practice tests not graded.
Where-
Am I right, sir?
Yeah, it is practice test. So just refresh your page once.
Okay, it's visible now. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sir, we have to submit there itself or on Replit.
No, this will happen only on the portal, and you have to submit right there on the portal, just like your
Okay, sir.
PCA and GR. Yeah.
Right, sir. Right.
So I'm done, sir.
Yeah, we just wait for 2 minutes
Sir, hello.
for others also to complete.
Sir, is I audible?
Yeah.
Sir, how?
Mine is not opening.
Sir, how can I implement test case?
Have you tried the other assignments, PPAs, just like that? So similar to that.
Sir, actually, I could not able to click on the test case option. I code my I am done with my code, but there is no option available, or I think the screen is not completely fitting on my laptop screen.
Okay, so I am also not able to see, but if you zoom out, you should.
Yes, sir, I tried.
Resize
to
your
zoom
screen
out.
accordingly. Make it small or make it big for that button.
Yeah, so just
But still, there is no such option showing on my screen to run the test case.
no, it should show. So see, for me also that problem is there, but once you refresh, zoom out, you will see the test run button come up.
Sir, first question is done. Should I move to second question?
Yeah, see, if you can keep moving on. So if so we will do this, right? We'll follow this. Please, so there is this emoji button, right? So if you are done, just indicate that on the chat maybe, so that, or yeah, thumbs up. Yeah, thumbs up is fine. And then if there is a significant number of thumbs ups, then I will ask one of you to share, and then And also it indicates
Portal
that
is not
you,
opening. Excuse me, sir. My
yeah.
portal is not opening till now. What to do? Other courses, I don't know whether my internet is slow or not, but portal is not opening till now.
Okay, I'm not sure. So this is, we haven't done anything different this time. So it's just, I am, it should work. So it could be an internet issue. It could be that you are, can you try from incognito mode or a few things along those lines that might work.
Yeah, I'm trying again. I'm signing out and again signing in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So anyone who wants to share your solution to this problem, I know it might be simple, but
Yes, sir. Can I?
yeah, go ahead. I'll stop sharing now.
Is it
Okay.
visible, sir?
Yeah, Ravi, right? This is Ravi.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you should just explain. I mean, I know this might look like too trivial, but as weeks progress, it will become, yeah.
Okay, I have done as normally what is being taught in first week. I have not used any special if loop or some other advanced Python, but as this is being printed, I accepted one, make this 1 to 1 as accepted printing a string with a gap of
All right.
nothing else special, anything.
Okay. So Ravi, just one question I want to ask. So if I replace this double quotes with single quotes everywhere, will your code still work?
Yeah, sir.
All
Definitely.
right. Okay. Nice. Okay. Thanks, Ravi. So we can stop sharing. So
Can I share, sir? Rajnish?
for this question,
Yes, sir.
do you have like a different solution? I mean, we'll
Yes,
do
sir,
that.
yes.
Okay. Okay. Please go ahead then. So Ravi, you can stop sharing. And then who just let me know your name before you share so that
Rajnish Kumar.
yeah, please go ahead, Rajneesh.
Sir, are you able to see?
It's coming up. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we use the first element is 0, then second, and then third. Similarly.
Oh, okay. Nice. Okay. So see, I honestly thought there's only like what Ravi presented was the thing that I had on my mind, but this is also accurate solution. So you are, and yeah, this is a see this is what this is exactly the thing that I want to see, and I think all of you also would like to see. This is a different way of thinking. I think Ram in last session would have also told you that I mean, I honestly didn't think of this kind of a solution where Rajneesh, what he has done is he has noticed one pattern, which is that all the characters printed on the screen are numbers between 1 and 5, right?
Yes, sir.
And we have made use of that.
Yes.
All right, nice. Okay.
Sir, I have a doubt in this, sir.
Yeah, hold on, Rajneesh. Yeah, please go ahead.
Sir, but in this method, we won't get any spaces in between numbers, no, sir? Will it affect our...
No, we have got the species.
Yeah, you can explain, Rajneesh. So you can.
Yeah, if we give comma, then we get the spaces. Like see, this all test case pass. If we do not get comma, if we give plus here, using concatenation, then we do not get any space, right? And also if you want,
Yes, Rajneesh.
yeah, also,
Thank you very much for your.
yeah. Okay, so thanks Rajneesh, thanks for sharing your solution. Now we can
Yeah,
and also, sir, I want to add, if you want to add one more space, then you have to just give this double inverted comma and then one comma. So this will add one more space if you want to. But
got it, got it. Okay, okay.
Instead of this, we can instead of this inverted quotes, we can go for tab, no, slash
yeah,
backslash t.
yeah, that also we can. But tab will add one extra space, I think. It will add tab space, not the single space.
Yeah, but I think this is fine, right? So thanks,
Yeah, this
Rajneesh. Yeah, you can stop sharing now.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
All right, so we'll move on to problem 2. So another, I just will
One
wait
doubt
for.
on this.
Sorry.
One doubt on this one. Why do we need to put the quotation? Because it is all numbers. We can straight away write 1 to 1.
Right. Yeah, that is also a valid point. You can just go ahead without using strings. You can just print them as numbers, right, straight
Yeah,
away.
it can be straight printed as numbers 1. Second, it can be also written like print 1, 1 plus 1, 1, print 1, 1 plus 1, 1 plus 2, 1 plus 1, 1. Like that also it can be printed.
Right, right. Yeah, yeah.
Sir, in integer, if we print without comma or inverted commas, then the space will cause a problem, I think.
No.
Yeah, space comes. I have done it that way only. Space comes. You can
Yeah.
just write print then in brackets 1 comma 2 comma 1. That's it.
Right. So see, that's the way print function works, right? So you print 1 comma 2, then it will print once, then a space, and then 2.
Sir, I tried without commas and it showed runtime error.
Yeah, if you don't use comma, then it's wrong syntax, right? So you should have the comma.
In a space of in a, in a space of for a space we have to use a comma.
Yeah. So see, where are we? So if you are trying to do, say, print one space 2, that's wrong, right? So that's syntactically wrong. Syntactically meaning it's it's a wrong syntax. You can't do this. So you have to have a space. You have to have a comma between multiple items that you are printing.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So I think what maybe I will just type the solution that Anwar pointed out from as my solution. Okay. So 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 2 comma 1. Save time and just copy this. All right. So this.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, I also did the same thing, but what I did was I put 1, 2, 1, all the digits in the inverted commas. So that is also allowed.
Yeah. So that was the first solution that we saw, right? By I think Ravi.
No, sir. Actually, he put entire one space, 2 space, 1 entire in the inverted comma. What I did was I put all the individual digits in the inverted commas and a comma also.
Okay, like this you're saying.
Yeah.
That is also fine. Yeah, that is also accepted. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Right. So we'll. So that is the official solution. But all 3 solutions are accepted, right? So anything as long as you are able to match this, it's fine. So we'll move to PT2 and we'll wait for like just 2 minutes so that everyone is ready with their own solutions.
I've done it a slightly different ways. At the PP1.
Okay.
So should I explain?
Yeah.
Okay, just a second. I hope it is visible. Is it?
One second. I'll stop sharing so that it is visible. Yeah.
Yeah. So what I noticed here was actually the pattern. Actually, this is square of 11, and this is square of 111. This is square of 1111, and so on. So what I did, I actually took the one digit as a string, and then converted that back to integer, squared that. What I basically did was first I took the character 1, okay, and then what I did, I repeated it. So 1 actually, when we repeat that 2 times, it becomes 11, 111, and so on. And then then I squared that. So I squared that and converted that back to a string, and then from array printed each of the characters so that there is a space between each of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is also nice. Yeah.
Actually, I first of all, what I did is I just squared and printed. So what happened that since it was integer, the spaces were not coming up. So the pattern was there, but the spaces were not there. So that is why I had to do this 0, 1, 2. Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Yeah, this is nice. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you,
This
sir.
is a nice observation about the pattern.
Yeah, the pattern is actually palindrome. It comes from squares of 11 and actually a series of sequences of one digit, the digit
Right.
1. Yeah, and then we square that, get that.
Okay. Yeah, got it.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
I'm stopping share now. Yeah.
Sure. Okay, so can you all, those who have completed, can you please show it
Sir,
in
I have
the, can you reply in the chat or raise your hand, whichever is.
So question number 2, are you talking about?
Yeah, question number 2.
Yeah. Can I share my screen?
Just 2 minutes. You will go first. Your name? Who's
Ashik.
Yeah, Ashik. You will go first. Okay, so but after 2 minutes. Okay, yes.
Fine.
कौन आ रहा था जड़े आपका बहुत देर से हमको लगा बाथरूम में
Afnan, mute.
Sorry.
So others, can you please raise your hand if you're done with this question, PT2, practice test problem 2, or once I have like a decent size, then I'll go ahead and ask Ashik to present the screen.
Yes, sir, I completed.
Okay, so others, can you please raise your hand so that I'll know like the number of people who have done. Now I can see only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, many are there. Okay. The next page
So where is the option to raise hand?
okay, I also don't know. Where's the option? I have these reactions.
Yes.
You have to go to the
It's in
reactions and the emoji section. You go to the
Thank you,
reactions
sir.
and they'll find you that raise your hand.
Yeah. Okay, so Ashik, you can present your screen now for PPA 2. Sorry, not PPA 2, practice test 2.
Yes, yeah. So is my screen visible?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. So I firstly accepted an input from user and assigned it to X, and then printed the string slice of that. If the string slice of that input X is equals to DS, then it would give us true.
Okay, perfect. Okay, right.
And here mentioning string was not necessary because anyways a single input takes input as string, right? So
Right.
yeah, that is.
Okay, so anyone has any questions? I don't have any questions, but others, any questions or doubts regarding the solution?
is there is uh, the comma
Without a bool statement, will it print true?
Sorry, without the what?
Without that inverted commas.
We have to mention print then bool. No, shall I share my screen?
1 second. So, okay. So, Ashik, thanks for sharing your solution. We'll keep this in mind. The question is still, question is, so one of the questions raised was that will it work without the inverted commas?
No, sir, it won't work because we are checking for string. So without inverted commas, it is not possible.
Okay, thanks, Ashik. So yeah, that is the correct answer. So thanks, Ashik. You can now stop presenting.
Yeah.
Next, someone else who wants to go?
Sir, I'll share my screen.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I will
Bharat.
share.
Okay, so we'll do Bharat and then we'll do, I don't know who was the other person.
So I am.
Yes, sir.
Please tell me.
You can also share my screen.
Yeah, who? Okay, we'll finish Bharat and then we'll.
Is my screen visible, sir?
Yeah.
So this was my solution. We take X as the input, and then we print true if the 0th position of the X value is D and the first is S, or else we print false.
Okay, yeah. Right, this is a valid solution. I totally understand,
Yes,
but
sir,
this may
actually,
be too advanced for beginners. So, but yeah.
Actually, I even screwed up the first one. I thought we had to do some kind of for loops. I didn't know we can just do the print statement.
Right. Yeah. Thanks, Bharat.
So I'll stop sharing this.
Yeah. So someone else who wants to go for that question? Any different solution someone has?
Can we?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Can
sir.
we, sir?
You can share one.
Okay,
Can
I
we?
have like too many of you. Can one of you?
So I have a different one.
Please tell me your name.
Shahid, Muhammad Shahid.
Yeah. No, go ahead, Shahid. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Is it visible, sir?
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Sir, this one.
Okay, but I think you're showing your phone's test screen and not the portal.
No, sir. It's a portal, sir.
No, I mean, like, we are not able to see the portal. We are only able to see your home screen.
Home screen, sir.
Since you have changed your tab, I am not able to see your portal screen at all.
Just a minute, sir. So now,
No.
I think you have chosen the wrong option in share screen. Click on share full screen.
Yeah, so just one request, please stick to week one concepts. Okay, see, the reason is quite simple. It will confuse the beginners who are out here, right? And I don't want that to happen. So yeah, so conditional statements is fine. I get the solution, but I still like the Ashik solution simply because it uses only week one concepts, right? So I request anyone who has a non-conditional solution to share.
Yes, sir, I have done, sir, but my
I have
solution
one.
has many steps.
That's okay. It's okay.
Share my screen.
You will go next. There was some. So whoever wants to share, please tell me your name because I would.
Anwar.
Anwar, you will go next. There was someone else who.
Yes, sir, sir.
It's Sudarshan.
Okay, so yeah, so Shahid, can you stop sharing? And Shahid and Suraj, I think.
yes,
both
sir.
of-
I am stopping, sir. I have a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Suraj. I think that's correct. Yeah, so there were two others. One was Anwar, and the other one I didn't get your name.
Avipsa, sir, I was.
Yeah, so you both can go ahead next. So we'll take two more solutions. One by Avipsa, right?
Yes, sir.
And then we'll take up Anwar's solution. So you can share your screen out.
Sir, is it visible?
Yeah.
I used concatenation also, sir. But the steps are many.
Okay, can you explain your code line by line?
Sir, first I defined a string named ds to a variable n. Then I gave the user to put an input. So as input is such an instruction which accepts a string, so it would automatically be converted into a string. Then the p is the variable which is choosing the first element of that string. Q is the second element. Then I concatenated them as R, which is the using this plus symbol, and then I have taken the print option where I have used the this equal to, which means when it is equal to, it will automatically give a true. When it is not equal to, it will automatically give a false.
Okay, right. So I have one question here. This is a correct solution, but I have one question. Why are you doing this P, Q, and then P plus Q? Is there just can you remove 3, 4, 5?
Yes, sir, I know that, sir. I could have directly written 0, that colon, and then 2. That would automatically take it.
Okay, right. So you
Yes,
don't
sir.
need to separate it into this two characters.
Sir, I have this drawback of using more number of steps. I was asking that only. Could you please guide me or give me some guidance, like how could I remove this more number of steps, because it leads to complications.
No, so it's not during the early stages, if there are more number of lines, it's not a problem. So the idea is not to write one line code or two line code. So it that will come as the days progress. So that's not a problem.
Okay, sir, I will try to improve.
Yeah, okay. Right. Thanks, Vipsa. Anwar,
Thank you,
can
sir.
you proceed next?
You're able to see my screen?
Yes, I'm seeing your Mac screen, but
Oh, sorry. I'm using two screens, so there is a few over there.
it's okay. Take your time.
I'll just read out my code.
Or you can paste it here. I will share my screen and then I will show it to
Yeah,
others.
it is just, I have just written a equal to str brackets input, then two brackets close, then b equal to bracket a, then square bracket 0 to 2, then print bracket bool bracket b equal to quotation ds. That's it, and it has given me a true result.
All right, all right. Yeah, that should work, I guess. Okay.
I'm using the two monitors actually. That is why the share is not working.
That's fine. That's fine. Right. So yeah.
Good evening, sir. This is Aarti here.
Yeah.
Can I go next?
Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah.
So are you able to see my screen?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so this is the code I have given.
All right. Yeah. So this is correct. Yeah. So I think yours is similar to Ashik's code, I believe, but this is correct. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Anyone else who has any different? I mean, the scope for different solutions is rather thin, but anyone has any different solution they would like to share? Okay, I think that's enough of problem 2 then. We'll
Sir,
wait.
I have used the if-else statement for condition statement for.
Yeah. I saw your code while you were just sharing it. It's perfectly fine. So I don't say it's wrong, but in the interest of the beginners here, I would like to religiously stick to week 1 content, right, and not move to week 2. Otherwise, you are perfect. Your solution is perfectly right. In fact, it's more accurate in some sense, but you get my point, right?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So next week we can use if else left, right, center. No problems. Okay. So we'll move on to problem 3. So if you're done, please raise your hands. We'll wait for.
Sir,
some.
I have done. I'm done, sir. Can I share my screen?
No. So we'll just wait. I just want to see if there are like a good number who have solved.
Sir, I have completed it and passed the public test, but out of 5 private tests, 1 is not passed.
Okay, we'll see your code. What's your name? I am
Shahid, Mohammed Shahid.
Okay, right. We'll look at your code, but first I would like to see someone who has not presented so far. So
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, the same problem is shown in my also. I have passed all public tests, but it's showing 4 out of 5 private tests pass.
Okay, who's please tell
Mine
me your
as well.
name.
Sir, all my tests have passed, sir.
Okay. So who's didn't pass other than Shahid? Who was it?
Prakhar.
Okay. So
Sir, Nishkarsh also.
yeah. So for those who didn't pass, right? I want to look at your solution first.
Sir, can I share the screen?
Who's this? This plus because I
Nishkarsh.
Yeah,
Sir,
please
my
go.
also didn't pass 4 out of 5.
Yeah. So first, whoever spoke before, right? I want that person.
Nishkarsh.
Yeah, please go ahead. Share your screen.
Sir, it's visible.
No, it is not yet. It's not yet loaded.
Wait, so now?
Yes, Nishkash. Yeah. Okay, so this is all right. Okay. So you're
Sir, I did the same code.
okay. So those others. So can someone point out why this is not passing all
Sir,
5 test
These
cases?
are 4 out of
Can I?
5.
In the question, it's given, sir, clearly.
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
First four can,
Which of the 4 characters? It can be the first 4 or the
or
last.
the last four. Yeah, correct. Exactly.
Exactly. So now who's sharing Nishkash, right?
Can I share? I cleared all the test cases.
Yeah. So someone now Govind or who's this?
Yes, sir. Govind.
Yeah, Govind, go ahead. Yeah. So Nishkash was shared, and then I think Nishkash, you see why the fifth test case is not passing, right?
Why, sir?
Yeah. So maybe Govind can explain.
Yes, sir.
With
Is
his
it
code.
visible?
Yeah. Yes, Govind. So you have to explain two things: your
Yes, sir.
solution, and secondly, why Nishkash code didn't pass all 5 test cases.
Yes, sir. First of all, my code, is it visible, sir?
Yeah, it is visible. Yeah.
Yeah, so first of all, I take input as the registration number and I assigned it as capital R. Then I make another variable A, which is a boolean, which will take boolean values. So now I compared R's and sliced it from 0 to 4 and compared it whether it will match with T and 07, and if it will be true, then the value of A become true. And in the third line, I have done the same thing with other last 4 letters. And in the fourth line, I compared whether from A or B is any one of them is matching true, and if any one of them might be true, then it can be the culprit's registration number.
Okay, very nice. Okay, so this is one of the correct solutions. So now is your Nishkash who presented before. Is it clear why you were not able to pass one test case?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah. So thanks, Govind. That is a nice solution.
Okay, sir.
Yes. So anyone else who wants to present, who has not presented so far?
Sir, I have done the same thing but in one line. Can I share my screen?
Provided it doesn't have any if else or any kind of
No, sir.
complicated.
No, it doesn't have it.
Yeah. Then okay. Then please share. Yeah.
So is it visible?
No, I think it's still loading. It doesn't come up for me. It's coming up, but I'm seeing your dashboard and not the Python port. Okay. So can you go ahead and explain line 2, line what you have done? Hello, Dulak, you are on mute if you're speaking something. Hello, can the others hear anything?
No, sir.
Okay, so Dulak Mandal, I think you are on mute or something is wrong with your connection. You are not able to hear anything. Okay, so I think, but anyway, the solution was visible, and I think we all got what was done there. So anyone else with some other solution, a different solution?
Sir, I have some other solution.
No if else, right? I am very particular about that.
Yes, sir. No if else.
Yeah, then okay, please present. Okay, this is Ankush, right?
Hello, sir. Is it visible?
Nice. Yeah, this
Sir.
is smart. Okay. Yeah, please explain.
Okay, sir. So firstly, I have taken a input in the string a variable called s, and then using in operator, which we can use in list or strings simply. I have checked if my given string is available in the input, and if it is available, it will print true. Otherwise, it will print false using just boolean values.
Okay, nice, Ankush. This is also a valid solution. This is a good one. Yeah, so this that was a good solution. So we have seen, I think, 2-3 different solutions come up for this problem. Yeah, anyone else who would like to present or
So just a doubt.
yeah.
So we can use that as an alpha function, right?
Alpha, I don't know why you would want to use here, but
no, I mean is alpha function which checks whether that particular alphabetical alphanumerical string is there or not.
See, is alpha just so is alpha just checks if your string is alphanumeric or not. It doesn't. It's not going to.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay, so just another 5 more minutes. We'll wait for 5 minutes. Meanwhile, those who have completed problem 4, please keep your hands raised.
Sir, we are seeing different types of solution. Is there any difference in terms of efficiency or good or bad or something else? Yeah,
See,
all are on same.
See, at this stage, I would say they are all like we shouldn't worry too much about efficiency at this stage. And even in this course, right, we won't be worrying too much about efficiency. Efficiency will begin to matter when we move on to the next course. We take up like little more, algorithmically complex problems. That is when efficiency will come into play.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir, can I share my screen regarding the third problem?
Yeah, please go ahead. Meanwhile, others can. Those others
Okay,
can.
sir. My name is Selva, actually.
Yeah, yes, please. So anyone who would like to share solutions for the first 3 problems, you can go ahead. Fourth, we'll discuss after like 5
Okay,
minutes.
sir. Actually, my doubt here is I first implemented with the 5th line, sir. First and 5th line.
Okay.
I passed 4 test cases, didn't pass 5th test. But when I used this 3rd line code, I passed all the 5 test cases. So now what's the difference between the 3rd and 5th line, sir, here?
Okay, so the 5th line, right? The 5th line,
Yes,
you
sir,
are.
I'm only able to pass 4 test cases with the 5th line, first and 5th line.
Yeah, so why have you missed out this TN07? You're not checking for TN07 in the first 4 characters, right? A04, that slice the.
I'm checking, sir. I have used R condition.
Okay. So see here, what happens is, this is not the way. So the way the Python interpreter will look at this is, it will. Okay, I want you to do this. So just remove that. Maybe fifth you can comment, and then I want you to copy that fifth line, say on the sixth line. Can you copy line 5, or make one more copy of line 5?
Yeah, yes, sir. I can do it. Just a moment.
And yeah, maybe comment line 5. And then in line 7, right, what you do is you remove the TN07. Okay, and the whole thing, the double equal to also. And can you run the test run this, and we'll see what you get. You ran it, right?
So the option is not coming right now, so I have refreshed the screen.
Okay, fine. Okay, then your code might have disappeared, so you'll have to do that again. Okay, so if you go down, you see that it is TN07 and it's MH07, right? The two outputs for the first two test cases. Right, so this OR operator kind of behaves in kind of a tricky manner, right? So you're actually checking in that print statement, you have first 4 characters or last 4 characters, right?
Yes, sir.
So OR is going to give a truth value to each of these things, and by default, the empty string will evaluate to false, and anything other than the empty string will evaluate to true. Okay, so that whole expression, the value of that expression that you have inside the print statement is actually A0 is to 4. I mean A0 to 4, or the first 4 characters. Okay, so if you put your double equal to back there, you can't expect first 4 or last 4 to and then say double equal to true. You have to do it independently, like what you have written in line 2. So earlier, what we had written was the first 4 characters or the last 4 characters double equal to TN07. That won't work, right? It's because
Okay,
it's
sir.
like, you get the point, right?
Yes, sir. I got it, sir. I got it. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I had a doubt.
Yeah.
Sir, the code before this code used TN07 in S.
Yeah.
So was this introduced in the first week?
See, I'm not sure, that I got carried away, because it is certainly introduced in the first 2 weeks. I don't remember know if the prof covered it in week 1 or he has covered it in week 2, but you at least in week 2, I think you will be covering it. So, okay, so going back, can please keep your hands raised, those who have solved PT4.
Can I share week 4, sir? Abraham.
Yeah, Abraham, you will be first to go, but let's wait for a few more to finish.
Sure,
Okay?
sure, sir.
Okay, around 10 of you have solved. Others, if you have solved, please keep your hand raised. I would really like to know how many solved this, because this could be, this is kind of tricky. It's not like a very easy problem. It's fairly, 4 and 5 are fairly difficult problems. So if you're not getting it, you should not panic, but keep trying.
So can we use if else statement in this question?
No. So if you have used if else, then please go back, and then if else makes it very easy, and it is for week 2, right? Without, so please raise your hand only if you have managed to solve it without using conditional statements.
Okay, sir.
This should be like purely using week 1 concepts. I mean, that's the challenge, right? If you can solve it using if else very easily, but or if you have used some kind of a function. So there is one function called ABS, which will directly give you the answer. That is also not accepted. You should have used some other concepts to solve this. Okay, so it has gone down to 6 participants who have solved it without using any of these, I believe. So Abraham, Ravi, and Afnan. So you have solved it without using if else, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Appreciate it if you could give us a clue before they show the solution.
Okay, so one clue for those who are trying. Maybe we'll take 5 more minutes. I'm sorry, guys. So this is you'll have to wait for some more time. So 5 minutes for those who are trying to solve it. The clue is square. And just give that one word. SQUARE.
Thank you, sir.
So we are not allowed to use the absolute operator, right?
Yeah, no
Oh,
absolute.
sorry. Actually, I did it through absolute, so I'll not do it that way. Okay.
Okay. So there is. So I see only two students then, Abraham and. So Arpan, we also solved it without using any of these things.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then you can, if you're fine, you can go next after. You both can.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So another 2 more minutes and then we'll be looking at the solution. Just 2 minutes. Okay, so I think let's start. So Abraham, can you share?
Yeah, sir, sure. So is my screen visible?
Yeah.
Yeah, so unfortunately I didn't do it in the square method.
That's
So
fine.
I'll explain what I have done. So I have asked the user to input two values. First one goes to A, second one goes to B, and instantaneously the conversion happens from string to integer.
Okay.
And I'm storing the value of A minus B into S as a string. So I have converted the value into a string, and I'm checking in the print statement, I'm checking whether the 0th position in the string is negative. So if it is negative, it will check for the second condition in AND. If it's true, it will go to the second condition. So if that's true, it will print from the first position.
Okay.
And if it's false, that means if this entire thing is false, that means the string is a positive integer, so it will just print the same string as it is.
Okay, lovely. So this is a very good solution. So but it's a valid solution within the concepts discussed in week 1. I would like to pause here and then ask others if you have understood this. I think it was very well explained. If you have any doubts, please stop us here and get it clarified.
And there's one more thing I would like to explain in this.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah. In the OR statement, if I am putting this S as the first one, so this code is not valid.
Right.
Because straight away in an OR statement, when I am writing in the print statement, for an OR condition, straight away, first thing, if it is true, it will just print away the true statement, like whatever is given in the true. So,
right.
So that's why I have given S in the last position and the AND statement in the beginning of the print statement. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, got it. So that's a very nice solution. So others, those who are
Yes, sir,
looking.
I have a doubt.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, and actually, in the second and after and there is one and is there is slicing happening over there?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. There is slicing. Yeah.
So what is the need of the slicing? As you told that there is a we are using we are converting as in a string. So suppose the number came as -9.
Okay.
So there are only two letters. So minus will be always in 0th position. How can we confirm it?
Sorry, I didn't get your question.
Definitely, if it.
Yeah, Abraham, if you got it, please.
Yeah. So if there is any negative number coming in as the output of A minus B, So anyway, let it be a very high-end number like 1000 minus 99, anything like any number. The if it is a negative number, the zeroth position will be a negative. I hope you got it. Like the zeroth position will be a negative sign. So that's why I have done the slicing from first to the rest of the numbers.
Okay, yes, sir, I got it. Thank you.
Okay, great. So others, anyone who has any doubts regarding the solution? This is non-trivial, so you should be having, I mean, if it is
Sir, I have
clear, yeah.
Sir, I also solved this question in a slightly different manner.
Yeah, we'll come to that. So we'll finish this solution. I just want to know, do you have any questions related to this solution of the problem?
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yeah, you can ask Abraham. So see, the way we'll do this is the presenter of the solution will defend his or her solution. Okay, so you can ask the question. Yeah.
So, sir, why not in the print statement, whatever we have written, why not in the result it is in the output it is shown true or false? Because we have used and or statements in it. Why is it printing the number exactly, and why not is it printing true or false or something like that?
Yeah, okay, that's a nice question because even I was also having this doubt in the beginning, but as I was coding in the past few days, I found that in Python, like it is designed like if it is a conditional statement you are giving, like if I'm giving over here less than or equal to, or and over here greater than or equal to, and if it is checking these two conditions, it will straight away give you true or false. But if in anywhere in this condition in and or statement, if I'm mentioning a value as such, then if it is a true statement, it will straight away give you the value. If it is false, it will give you false. So that's the thing you have to note in this. If it is true, if you have given, I hope you have got my point.
Okay, the thing is we have done the indexing and the indexing part is shown in the result.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, so maybe Abraham, can you do this? Can you print say true and two, say the number two, and then show all of us what is happening in this itself. I mean, you can just test run this. It's okay if it shows uh, incorrect solution before this line 4. And you just comment line 4 and then you can say print true and 2, say, or true and 3, something like that.
I didn't get you, sir. How to do it?
Yeah,
Print?
just say true, the bool value true.
Yeah.
And say some integer, some positive integer.
Okay, fine. Yeah, got it.
Yeah. So can you just run this? So you see the point Abraham is making, right? So if it's not a comparison statement after the end, and if that thing happens to be something which has a truth value of true, then it will just print that.
Okay, now I get it. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so I think that was a very good solution because it uses some very niche features of the language. Any questions regarding this solution?
Sir, I had a doubt.
Regarding this solution?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
So if it was print true or the integer 3, so it would have gone to 3 or should have given print true? So it would have given the result true.
Okay. So he means or Abraham. So
okay, in or statement. Okay. Can you please tell? I didn't get you. If it is
true or 3. So instead of and operator, he
wants
to use. So that's a good question.
Yeah. When I'm learning with this, when I have to check it. Sorry. It'll give true.
Okay, so this is again a valid point. So this behavior is called short circuit operation. So if the first condition evaluates to true, right, I don't need to evaluate the second condition if the or statement is there, because
Yes.
you already know it's true. Then what's the point of checking the
Yeah.
second one, right? So that's
Okay, sir.
okay. So any other problems? Sorry, not problems. Any other doubts with the solution, or can we stop presenting?
Sir, I have a question.
Okay.
I could not understand the fourth line after and.
Okay. So I hope you understood this first. S of 0 equal to negative.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Second one I am doing, if it is a negative value. So if it is a negative value, this statement is true. Okay.
Yeah.
So in an AND statement, definitely it will go to the second statement also to check whether it is true. So the second statement, when it is checking, I have given the argument as S of 1. That's a slicing happening over here. That is, I am printing the string from the first position to the rest of the position, because I know it's a negative number. So I don't want the negative sign to be my output in the output. So I'm printing it from the first position. That's why I'm slicing over here.
Okay.
So that's a string slicing happening over here.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, I have given that as the argument over here. I hope it's clear, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, any other questions, or shall we move on to the next?
You said the clue is square. So once you square it, yes, the negative sign goes. Then how will you put it back to
Sir,
the?
I've done it like that. Shall I share?
Yeah, so just you can share next, but I just want Arpan. I think we decided that he will go next, and then you can go.
Shall I stop my share?
Yeah, thanks, Abraham. That was a very good solution.
Thank
By
you.
the way, just so you are a first-time coder, is it? You are new to Python?
Yeah, I'm new to Python.
Okay.
I have done my in my schooling. I have done CS. That's long back. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Yeah.
Thank you.
So, Arpan, you want to go next, or?
Yeah, I'm sharing.
Okay. Yeah.
Is my screen visible?
Yeah. Yeah.
So the second one is my solution. First line is I have taken two integer inputs.
Okay.
And in the line fifth, I'm taking their difference and storing it in another variable x. And in the line 6, I'm taking the square of x first and then the square root of that. So x double star 2 is the squaring of x, and then double star half means square root of that thing. But square root gives me float value. So I've converted the entire result into integer. So therefore my test cases are passed.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah. That's the solution, that the official solution, and also the one of the correct solutions. So yeah, anyone has any questions regarding this solution?
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah.
Sir, in line 6, what if we use floor division instead of division?
Floor division.
Floor
Means
division here.
double forward slash.
Actually, this one is 0.5. That means the square root I'm taking.
Floor division will give you 0, means something raised to the power 0.
Yeah, floor division will give me the divisor, the quotient as 0.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, that was addressed. Then any other questions
So,
regarding?
so in the print statement, it is necessary to write the int data type before the bracket. This one, yes, sir.
If I replace int, if I don't write int, then the output that I'll get will be automatically converted to float, and my result will be in float.
Okay.
So so none of my test cases are passed here because the output is an integer.
Okay.
So therefore,
So
I'm converting the entire result to integer.
okay. And if we write the 0.5 instead of 1/2.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
We can do this.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay, great. So I think that was a very good explanation for the questions raised. Anyone else with any doubts here for this solution? Okay, so thanks, Arpan. Yeah, anyone?
Yes, sir. I have a doubt in the last solution of a branch.
Okay, yeah.
Able to share the screen.
Oh, sorry. Let me stop sharing.
Okay, so anyone else who wants to present the solution to this problem, PT4?
Sir, I have the same solution.
All right. Okay. So same, exactly the same thing. Then it's fine. Anything else? Any different solution? Anyone?
No, sir.
So may I? So may I?
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah. Okay, we are seeing a blank screen. No, it has come now. Yeah, no, no. So not for PT5, PT4 only, right? Yours. I hope it's for problem 4. Don't show the solution for problem 5. Yeah, still in problem 4. Oh, this is problem 4, is it? Okay. See, this uses conditional.
Yes, sir. This is for.
Right. So yeah, I mean this is valid. So conditional statements are like will take you to the solution in one step, but I would prefer not use conditional statements in week 1. Okay, so yeah, this is a valid solution, but no doubt in that. Yeah, so thanks. Anyone with some totally different solution other than this one which uses strings and squaring it and then taking the square root? Okay, I hope not. Then okay, so we'll wait for I'm lowering all your hands, and anyone who has completed problem 5 can raise your hand. Okay, and keep your hands raised. So Bharat has completed and no one else seems to have completed.
Sir, I have an error in mine. One of the private test cases aren't passing, so it's more of a doubt.
In problem 5? Is it problem 5?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then you go first. So we'll discuss the solution which you also raise your hand. Bharat, you passed all test cases, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then we'll take you present second, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so others who have completed or want to share their solution, please raise your hand. Okay, others, I see only Afnan, you have also solved it, right? All 5 test cases passed.
Yes, both the public test cases and the private test cases.
Okay, so we have only 2 who have solved all 5. Sorry, who have completely solved it. Others, are you not raising your hand or you are working on it? If you have finished it, please raise your hand.
Sir, I request some hints for PT5.
Hints for PT5. Okay, hints.
I mean, what does the start and end indices of a substring denote? What is the use of it?
That's so you get the idea of a substring, right? Substring is nothing but a part of the string, and where it starts in the original string and where it ends in the original string. These are the indices, start and end.
Understood, sir. Understood. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, yeah.
Sir, actually, I am not able to understand the meaning of this line. Sir, it's written create a new string by replicating the substring a minimum number of times so that the resulting string is longer than the input string. So, sir, here the substring which would be created by specifying the 2 integers, that substring would have to be repeated.
Yeah, that substring would have to be replicated a minimum number of times.
Sir, the tricky part. I'm not able to understand how to define that minimum number.
Okay, so see, you can replicate, let's say a string is say AB, substring is AB. Now you could replicate it 2 times, AB, AB, or you could replicate it 5 times, AB, 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 AB. So at some point, the length of this replicated string will exceed the input string's length. So you have to find that minimum number of times you have to replicate so that you exceed the input string. So if you notice the public test case, you will understand expected output for the 2 public test cases. You see that
Yes,
for
sir.
so you replicate P PYTHON 7 times so that it just exceeds Python, the length of Python.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay, so I think 1 more minute and then we can go ahead and discuss the solution.
Sir, I got the string, but I can't figure out how to, which number should I take to multiply it so that it is the minimum greater than the original.
Yeah, that's the crux of the problem, right? So that's the key idea that you have to figure out. If you find that, then you can solve the problem. Okay, so shall we go ahead and discuss the solution? Who's going first? Bharat has raised his hand.
Sir, I didn't get it right.
Okay, so your name, please. Yeah, so you can share first, and then we'll go to Bharat. So if you haven't, if you have got all 5 cases passed, then don't go first. But yeah, if you have, okay, Bharat, we will go next. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. So yeah, can you explain your solution? Yeah.
So first I just inputted the string and I take in its start and end indices and I make a substring that consists of the part of the string that involves both the start and end points inclusive. So that's why it's n+1.
Okay, till that I think it's fine.
Okay, now my goal is to replicate the string a certain number of times.
Okay.
Substring a certain number of times. If we look at this example, the minimum number of times it needs to be is the length of this string plus 1 needs to be its minimum length.
Right.
Okay, so I print the substring and then I print the substring as many times as this that I used here. I'm not really sure if it's good.
Okay. Okay. So your length of S plus 1 minus length of the substring. Okay, it's slightly more complicated than it should be. Okay, so we'll move to the correct solution. You can like stop sharing and we'll see why it's not working. All right. So Bharat, can you go ahead?
Yes, sir. 1 second. Screen is visible, sir?
Yeah, it is.
This is my solution. You take the input string first, then the num1 is the start point and num2 is the end point. And I'm creating a new string based off of the first string that was input with the start and end points in there. And since in the question they said that it's inclusive of the endpoint also, so I added num2 plus 1.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, times is the main part you have to explain now.
Yeah, so times was a little more complicated to come up with. First, I take the main string and use flow division and divide it by the new string. So that gives me like the minimum number of times I can replicate the new string to get to the closest possible value of the main string.
Right.
And then I add 1 to it. That makes sense?
Exactly. Yeah. So it makes complete
Yeah.
sense to me. So yeah, please go finish it. Yeah.
Yeah. So that many times I have to replicate the new string to come to the the nearest maximum value of the length of the old string. So I print the new string that many times.
Great.
That's the
Okay.
solution.
All right. So that's well presented also. So others, you can now ask your questions to Bharat. What if you haven't understood anything or
Yeah, I have a question on line number 6.
Okay.
Why do you add 1 at the end?
So see, when you flow divide new x by new, you get the minimum value new can fit into x. Okay. So if I remove the one, what would be the output is it would be little bit less than the length of Python, for example. So when I add one, the question says that it has to be resulting string should be longer than the input string. So I add one to get it longer than the length of Python.
Because in my solution, I am getting pass as 1. This zeroth input is where I am getting it wrong. So is it because of that adding 1?
Yeah, probably. Because see, Python you're taking
Similar to yours.
yeah, because the substring of Python is just one character. Okay. So when you divide the old string, which is Python, by one, you get the length of Python. So Python has 6 characters in it. So P will be printed 6 times. So when you add the 1, you get it 7 times. And since the question says it has to be longer than the input string, you're getting 1 longer than the length of Python.
yeah, that was very well explained, Bharat. So others who have not any doubts you have regarding this solution? Okay, so thanks, Bharat. Yeah, that was a very good solution.
Yes.
Others, anyone else
So
who would
stop
like
sharing
to?
it.
Yeah, please. Yeah, you can stop sharing.
Yeah.
So anyone else who wants to come forward and share solution?
My solution is the same, sir, actually, just like what he did. So there's no difference.
Okay, great. Okay. All right then. So I think we are officially done with the 5 problems. We don't have any more problems for this particular week. It's now over to you guys to complete the graded assignments for week 1 and then move on to week 2 if you haven't already.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, so 2 of you asked me something. One was Avip sir and another one was someone else. So please go one at a time.
Sir, in the solution that was given of problem number 5, what was the use of flow division? What was the logic behind using flow division?
Do you want to take it?
I use flow division.
Yes, I'm asking what was the logic? What was the logic behind using flow division? What we are
Yeah,
getting out of it?
because when you use regular division, you end up getting a float value. Okay, when you use float division, you get the integer value, which would be more useful, when multiplying that new string that many times. Because when you get a decimal value, it might throw an error.
Okay, so did you get it? If you want some more.
So I wanted to ask, like, if you're dividing the length of the original string by the length of the substring, so what is the logic behind dividing them and getting that value and then
Okay.
adding 1 to it?
Okay, right. So Bharat explained it, but I'll also maybe add my take on it. So let's let's say your input string is, you're able to see my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
So let's
Yes.
say A, B, C, D, E, F, 6, A, B, C, D, F, G. So there are like 7 characters, right? So my start is, let's say, 7. Say it is 0, 1, and end is 0, 1, 2. Okay, so my substring would be word of start is to end plus 1. So let me first print this and see what my word is and what the substring is. So this is a suggestion that for everyone. So please print as many times as you can, right? So you, before you actually solve the problem. So A, B, C, D, F, G is our actual string and BC is our substring. So this BC is of length 2, right? So sub is of length 2 and word is of length 7. So you are essentially asking the question, how many times should I repeat sub? Okay,
Yes, sir.
so it's like the same question as how many times is sub contained in word. So how many times should I repeat 2 so that I exceed 7? Okay, so that is why Bharat and others have done this. Okay, so what we really mean is 2 multiplied by some number should be as close to 7 as possible, right? Which is the same as dividing 7 by 2, right? And if when you divide 7 by 2, the quotient will always be less than the divisor. I mean, quotient will be what? Okay, so I'm kind of going on a wrong path. So when you divide 7 by 2, the quotient that you get, right? So 7 floor division 2, and when you multiply 2 into that quotient again, so let me just express it this way. 7 by 2 is quotient, right? So 2 into quotient is going to be strictly less than or equal, or rather is going to be less than or equal to 7, right? Do you agree to these 3 statements here?
Yes, sir.
So if you divide 7 by 2, you using the floor division operator, you will get the quotient, and when you multiply 2 into this quotient, okay, you will get something less than or equal to 7. Okay,
Yes,
in
sir.
this case, it will be strictly less than 7. So you need to add 1 to the quotient. That when you multiply this with 2, that will exceed 7.
Okay, got it, sir.
All right, so
Yes, sir.
let's just complete it in the form of code. So this will be the this quotient is nothing but length of word by the length of the substring, and you need to min mult or times, and that was a variable name. That's, I think, a good variable name. So in order that we are going to exceed the original string, your new substring times, and you have to print finally.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sir, I have one doubt. Can I share my screen?
Yeah. Once again, I this is not the correct solution for all test cases. I just took up, so ignore that fact that it didn't pass test case. Yeah. Okay, please go ahead.
Okay, sir. Sir, are you able to see?
Yeah.
Okay, I have written this code. Only one test case is passing, but I'm not sure why the second one is not passing. Can you see?
Okay, N1, N2, D is length of the input string, and new string is
Okay, I'm slicing the new string length from 0 to the length to which the old string was there, and 0 to d plus 1. So it is not accepting the mathematics one.
No. So I didn't get your. Why are you replicating it the length of the string times? So you are replicating it d plus 1 times, right? Why?
Yes.
That would be too many times, right?
Okay, it's if I can remove that, there will not be problem, because here I am slicing in the next step. I am slicing the string to the length it is required.
But how will you know what the required length is? You have to compute that, right? It depends
Yeah,
on the.
sir, it is d length, right?
Okay, input string is of length d.
Yeah. So we have to compute one length more than the d after replicating, right?
Not okay. See, not necessarily, right? It won't be always one more than d. So, for example, in Python and P, it was one more than d. If you go to test case 2,
yes,
this is
mathematics.
mathematics. I don't know how long. How long is
4,
mathematics?
5, 6, 10.
That new string keeps on repeating. It is not sliced. ATHE, that is repeating.
Only one extra a I am getting here. See, ATHE expected output is this: ATHE, ATHE, ATHE 3 times, because it is MATH 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 line is there, sir, in the mathematics.
Okay, so ATHE into 3, right, is 12.
Okay.
So it is not always one more than the input string. So it's not 11. In this case, it is 12. So you get the point, right? It depends
Yes.
on the length of the substring. It's a combination of the length of the string and substring, and not just.
Okay, so what I can do to rectify this here, sir?
The solution that Bharat presented, right? And that you have to, at least I don't know of any other solution. You have to you have to see how many times this substring will perfectly fit in the input string. For that, you need to do this quotient business, and then you should add 1 to the quotient.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay, so if anyone has any better solution, you can please share. All right, so I think that's mainly the problem. Anyone else having any other questions in general?
Sir,
You can. Yeah.
so I have a problem in the practice assignment 3. Should I share my screen?
Practice assignment as in what?
Oh, sorry, this one, the question number 3 that we have discussed now.
Oh, this one, right? Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Let me share my screen.
Yeah. You're all smart, man. You're all doing this in mobile itself, huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So this is my solution for the question number 3. I'm not getting what is the wrong in the code.
Okay. Can you see that something is wrong with the first part of your print statement? Second part is correct. First part, you're missing something. In the slicing, there is some small mistake you have done.
The slicing. 0.
X02, something.
Okay. 0 to 5. It should be 0 to 5, huh?
Should be 0 to.
Pardon, sir. It should be 0 to 4, but actually, if we do that, even we got only 4 private test cases passed. Not all the test cases would pass.
Oh, is it? Can you change it and show me? It should pass, right? It's either the first 4 characters or the last 4
No,
characters.
it should only. Yeah, it's right what you are saying, but it will pass only 4 private cases.
Okay,
out
please
of
show
5.
me. Can you show me?
Let's tell him to do.
Yeah, who's this? Oh, I thought the presenter is only speaking.
No.
Okay, so can you change that boss?
Whoever is presenting, he can do that too.
Can you edit your code
Sir,
to?
I have a little more doubt, sir.
Okay, but just
So in this question,
okay, yeah, let's finish this also. Yeah.
so in this, I'm also not getting what's the mistake.
Which question is this?
So question number 4.
Question number.
What is the dot representing after the 2 stars?
It's 0.5. Or we can say half.
Okay, seems to be.
So bracket is extra, parenthesis. One parenthesis is extra.
One is extra. Is it 1, 2, 3? 1, yeah, correct. There should be 3 closing parentheses. You have added one more. In fact,
okay, that's the mistake.
It's not extra. I wouldn't say it's extra. You are not mapping the opening and closing parentheses properly. See, one suggestion is don't try to write one-line code. Okay, it's better to split it into 2-3 lines. First, take the square. Then, in the next step, take the square root, and in the fourth step, you print the integer part of the square root. So that way, you will certainly not make any error. But otherwise, fundamentally, your solution is not wrong. So it's just, as someone pointed out, it has to do with the positioning of your parenthesis.
Okay, positioning of parentheses.
Yeah, just break this down into 2-3 lines, right? It's always better. Someone else reading your code will also understand it better.
Okay, sir. I will try.
Yeah. So yeah. Any other doubts? Okay. So others, any more questions?
Sir, on every Tuesday we will be solving sums from that week.
Sorry, every
Tuesday there will be solving of sums.
Yeah, every Tuesday it will be this format. So we'll do 5 problems, 5 extra problems for that particular week, but we'll be releasing it only during the live session, not before that. Otherwise, that surprise element will not be there. So that we'll follow
So,
this.
sir, the sums which we solved today will be there on my dashboard.
It will not. Yeah, it will not go away. It will remain in that practice test tab. So next week we'll have PT6 to say PT10.
Okay. And for Saturday is for doubt solving.
Saturday is for practice programming assignment questions on Replit. So we could see. We'll see. So just want to know
the questions provided in lecture in week 1 material.
Yeah. So I just want to get your pulse, all of you here. So did you enjoy this working on the portal itself, or do you want that Replit thing also to be done every week? I mean,
Sir, working on portal.
Portal.
On portal it is way more easy, we can say.
Okay, others, I want your opinion also. Do you prefer the portal or the?
Practice sessions portal is better.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Actually, the thing is, I use mobile internet. If I use the Replit, it gets slow. So it is hard to follow up the meeting and the Replit, sir. So it is better in Portal, in my opinion.
Okay, got it. So yeah, then we'll from Saturday session will also be on portal, but it will be the same. It will be this practice programming questions, right? PPAs. So it will be the PPAs just as they are currently.
On
What
Friday,
I can raise is that if we use this portal thing, we invest our time in sharing our screen. And if we use Replit mode, so we are submitting our outputs and then sir can view it by himself. So that also point we can consider.
Yeah. So we'll look into it. Yeah, that is also there. But I won't say we lost too much time on sharing, but yeah, there is some small overhead that is there. Point taken. Yeah. Others, anything else you want to discuss before we close?
sir, on Fridays, what would we discuss?
Fridays we'll be having open session. So Friday will be always open session, and on discourse I will post, either Ram or I, we will post the points of discussion before the meeting begins or before the session begins. Maybe on the previous day or on the morning of Friday, we will be posting the discussion points. You all can come to discourse and reply to that thread. If you want something particular to be discussed, you should reply or respond to that thread. Otherwise,
From
we
that
won't.
particular week.
Yeah, from that particular week, preferably. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So others, anyone else who has any questions? Otherwise, we can close.
Sir, we request if you could give some additional questions on the portal, like uploads that we can try out.
Okay. See, additional questions. I am not sure how feasible it would be, but since this is week one, right? You have you all found it quite easy, and uh, the number of questions or the variety of questions is also not that good. So we can't ask a lot of questions with just strings and uh, variables and printing, right? So from week 2 or week 3 onwards, you will see that the number and variety increase. So for example, week 3 you'll have like around 12 practice programming questions, right? So hopefully that will take care of the number of questions on the portal. We'll see if we can configure extra, we'll do that, but I don't know how feasible that is at this stage.
And sir,
Maybe
if you
because
could
of the
help.
week one we felt like that. Whether we need to increase our amount of time to every question.
Sorry, I didn't get the question.
No, I was just saying that it was just week one, so for that reason we must have thought that the questions are a bit easy. But for later on, we need to invest more time in particular questions, so that would suffice.
Yeah, that's
But
exactly my point.
more
Yeah,
questions.
so right. For example, if you come to weeks 2 and 3, right, it will slowly start getting more involved. Yeah, so hopefully the number of questions shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, anyone else?
And sir, like about the discourse forum, like if you could remind the support team or something, like some of us are not being given access to it.
Yeah. So invite. So anyone, so including you, who all here don't have access, if you can reply to this, to reply privately with your email ID, I will just, at least to begin with, I can process those requests.
Pardon, sir.
What is this access about? Can you repeat this doubt?
Yeah.
So this discourse, who are all not on discourse or who haven't received the invites, if you can ping me on chat, Zoom chat, with your online degree email ID or just your online degree roll number.
Okay. Yeah, I get it in the WhatsApp, but I don't get it in the email. So it's sometimes difficult. We have to log in from our mobile phone.
No. So see, I was this discourse, you are already there, right? Discourse forum.
Yeah, because I typed it from the address given in the WhatsApp. I didn't get it in my email.
You can also go to. You can also visit that from clicking on forum available on portal. Whenever you choose a course and you click on that, you will be redirected to the Discord portal. I think.
Okay.
From our course portal, if you click on the forum tab, we will redirect it to the discourse portal.
Yeah, you're right. So those who are on the call, can you try that? Are you able to? So
Yes, sir. I have tried that. That has not worked. Right now, I have sent you the email address.
Okay, so two of
Yeah,
you
so
have
what
sent.
happens when you go to the forum? I am on the forum. What should I do now?
You are able to see you are on the Python forum, right?
Yes.
Okay, so no, so this is just for those who are not able to get into the forum, not for those who are already on the forum. You don't need to worry.
No, but even if I go to the forum, how do I click the link so that I enter into this classroom sessions as of today?
No. So that you will get a mail, right? So that.
I'm not getting that. That's what I'm saying. I'm not getting that mail. I'm getting a
Okay.
WhatsApp message.
You can add the calendar from the course introduction. Add to your Google Calendar.
No one is getting the mail directly from IITM. We are getting the mail from our calendar.
Okay.
Yeah, we do join from the
Sir,
calendar.
I am getting regular mail, sir. It shares all the summary of what is there being updated after my last visit on the Discord.
Yeah, summary thing you are getting monthly. Yeah,
No, not
monthly or weekly. Monthly or weekly, I think. I am getting that too, but I am not getting daily mails.
No, daily mails is not coming. Like after you.
You can add in your calendar, Google Calendar, and from where you can get your mail or you can access it in your calendar.
Yeah, I think that's the easiest solution. Yeah, please check your calendar. If you add the course calendar to your page, you shouldn't be missing any of the sessions. See, the sessions there are only 3 sessions every week. So, and the time is standardized. Maybe Monday, 7 to 5 to 7, we may have every week Professor Sudarshan joining. So that is the only extra session. Other than that, these 3 session timings are fixed. Okay, so I think I have noted down the email ID of whoever has not joined the discourse. Right, I think there are no other queries. We'll close the session.
Sir, can you please share the solution for question number 4 that we have done? I'm still getting errors.
Question 4. Question 4 is what the square thing. Right?
Yeah, square things.
Okay, with that we'll close. Okay, so with that we are closing. Problem 4 is.
In problem 4, is he the person who is shared his screen?
Yes.
Yes. So you have to just do at last step. You have to convert that into integer because it's when you square that by star operator, it will result in that float number. You have to convert that into an integer at the very last step.
Yeah, I have done so. I have converted inside
Yeah,
the
I have
print
tried
statement.
that. It is correctly passing all the private test cases and public test cases.
Yeah, I have done so, but again, no test is passed.
Okay, so anyway, I'll just present this and then we'll close. So you want to do this and then you take the square and then you take the root. And then you convert that to. Okay, maybe a better name for this could be absolute val. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's see if this works. Okay, 2 out of 2 passed. Okay, my submit button disappeared, so I have to.
Okay, sir. What's this?
It's the same code. Okay, so that's the solution.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so yeah, with that we are stopping the session, ending the session. Thanks
Yeah.
for joining.
Thank you, sir. It was a
Thank you,
helpful
sir.
session.
Yeah, so thanks everyone for some of you I think presented wonderfully. So it was some I was like really happy to see your solutions,
Thank
and
you.
yeah, and so if you can keep up this work, then it will be as engaging as this next week also. Okay, so thanks everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.